we're going to go over how to name esters. So esters are carboxylic acid derivatives. You can see here, they have a carbonyl, which is a carbon double bonded to an oxygen, which is then bonded to an oxygen, which has another carbon chain on the other side of it. Like I said, these are carboxylic acid derivatives, and they're made up of carboxylic acids and alcohol. That's how you make them. And that's really key in naming them, is identifying those pieces of the ester. So to walk you guys through it, I'm going to use this example ester here. And like I said, esters are made up of a carboxylic acid and an alcohol. So the first thing you need to do is identify your carboxylic acid portion and then your alcohol portion. Now, there's not actually a carboxylic acid and alcohol here, but that's what it's made of. So you want to identify the contributing pieces. So the carboxylic acid portion is everything, including this carbon on the carbonyl, all the way over to the end of this chain here. That's your carboxylic acid portion. Then if we go to the other side of this oxygen, everything on down, that was what came from the alcohol, and that's your alcohol portion, and those are important to identify this change. There's two ways to name this. Both will get you to the right spot. One is totally from the ground up, and that's fine too. The second is where you use the carboxylic acid name as kind of the structure and you build up from that. And that's a little more useful if, say, you know exactly what you made it from. You're the one that made this ester and you know what carboxylic acid you started with. But either one will get you there, and I'll go through both for you. So we'll start with the carboxylic acid base one. So first off, we identify our carboxylic acid chain here. And we're going to number those carbons. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to number the carbons on our alcohol chain, 1 and 2. So we're going to start first with the alcohol chain portion. And we take the prefix for our alcohol chain. We have 2, so it's going to be ethyl. Well, F plus YL, so ethyl. And then we have in the carboxylic acid portion, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be butane. A four-membered carboxylic acid is butanoic acid. So we bute and but then we have to drop off that butanoic acid, the oic acid portion. So we drop that off, and then we add on our O8. And as I see this, I realize you could just drop ic acid in to throw an 8. You don't have to mess with an O. And that'll get you to the correct formula. And then for the second one, we'll go through that. Again, it'll get you to the exact same spot. The beginning is just the same, so we know that's going to be ethyl. And then we take the prefix for our carboxylic acid chain, which is bute because it's 4. And then we just throw on anoate there. And like I said, it gets us to the same spot. And this will carry you through all your simple carboxylic acids. There are a couple exotic ones, but generally the suffix "ate" that denotes a ester. You will also see this suffix used when you have a deprotonated carboxylic acid that is then a salt. Like if you have benzoic acid that was deprotonated with sodium hydroxide and it forms the sodium carboxylate salt. So you have, it's called sodium, I'm sorry, yeah, sodium benzoate. So the 8 can also be the suffix for that. As always, here's your cheat sheet. Be sure to screenshot that for later when you're studying. Remember, when you're naming these esters, you want to determine what's the carboxylic acid chain and then the alcohol chain. Doesn't matter which one you determine first, just determine both of them. Then you're going to use one of these two naming formulas here. They'll both get you to the right spot. It's just personal preference on which one you use. Hope this video is helpful for you guys. And if you want to learn more organic chemistry, be sure to hit that follow button. And if there's anything specific you want me to cover or make a video on, you can drop it below in the comments, or you can DM me and I'll make a video about it. Also, if you just kind of have some questions about organic chemistry, you can shoot those to me in the DMs and I'll try my best to answer those for you.